Hi guys, we're back with Wig Wednesday. I'm going to be showing you some straight styles today. I have got 5. 4 of them are free part. This is the one that's different. It's not quite the same already in terms of like it's not quite as straight as the others. It does kind of curve in, especially at the bottom. But it is more of that actual straight style. There's no like real waves or curls to it. It's just kind of curving in down here. And you can take a straightener if you want, and you can go down, smooth it out, make it completely straight if you want to. But I would just leave it as is, honestly. But this one is called Gratified. And this one, because it has this big like side swept bang over here that, you know, kind of completely goes down, I've got it pinned back. But I'll show you. So it comes just like this with this real big bang section. So because of that, there's no lace when you get it. There's no lace to cut, no lace to worry about whatsoever. It comes just like this, and you throw it on. So again, because it's that bang style with no lace, the cap is completely open wefted, except all at the top. It's like a not lace, but just like a kind of black, more solid of a cap, which does give you the option to kind of move this. So even though there's no lace in there, because of the way the cap is, which I'll take it off and show you that in a minute, you can move this. So you can put the bangs to this side or the other, whatever you want to do. You're still free to move it, even though it's not a free part, because you're not moving like all the hair, you're just moving this big section of bangs. But again, this is Gratified. It's the solid black, and then it has this green underneath. So it's got this like peekaboo green, which actually has kind of like a green and blue shade in it. Just like her other styles. I know Emerald is one, and Agate is the other one. They're that same exact color almost. But yeah, so this would be really cute pinned back, so you can kind of show more of that greenish underneath. Oh yeah, so this one is a newer one. There's 2 sister styles. There's Satisfied, which I believe is the same, but it's got like a reddish color underneath. And I think that one even has like kind of red highlights down. And then there's Unique, which is, I believe, completely black, but then it has like a purple kind of shade throughout, like kind of highlighted throughout. But it looks black, but again, when you actually get it or it's in the light, you'll see that it's got that other color throughout it. Okay, I'll show you the cap. So see underneath, it has all that open wefting. But see the front, you have all of this just kind of plain space. It's not open. So again, when you move the bangs to the side, you can't really see anything underneath because it just looks black. It's just, so it blends in easily. It's not going to like show or look, you know, like a wig. It's going to seem just fine because you can, again, part it however with the way that cap is. But now again, all the other ones that I have are not like this. This was completely unique. Those ones are free parts, so they are going to have that lace in front. So this is Luminary. She's got kind of like this almost mesh material right here, but then it's got the open wefting. But then the whole front section is all lace. This is all free parting space. I have to double check, but I believe this was like a 13x7 parting space, which gives you, you know, like half the cap pretty much is parting space. So you can move it, you know, all that hair over here. You can put it over to the right. You can put it however you want. You can part it in the middle. And you're not just having to do like a little bang section. You can, you know, really part like all that whole top hair part of it. And then this one does have the combs and everything. One in the back. See that? And then the two in the front. And okay, so these ones are as small as the ones that I was looking at the other day in the unboxing. I was saying that it looked different, I believe, on maybe Extravagant. They were smaller, but I guess these ones are pretty small too. And this one is actually pretty stretchy. The other one wasn't. It didn't have as much stretch to it. But this one I can, like, this is definitely, probably can fit a big head because I've got a lot of stretch, and that's with the straps still done. Usually I undo my straps if I have an average or like kind of smaller size, but this one is still done and it still gives me lots of stretch. Oops, and I threw that completely back off my head. So this one, like I said, it's so big. Like the cap is actually quite big. I've got tons of space. So this one definitely I need the clips for it because then it holds it better and holds it in place and keeps it from going back like that. Yeah, I might actually go ahead and move those straps in the back in one because it is quite big on me at the biggest setting. But this one is Luminary. Now this one is pretty thick. A lot of them end up actually being quite light. I mean, it feels light to wear it. It feels completely fine. But the hair, I mean, there's a lot of hair to it. It's pretty thick. Some of the other ones are more like kind of thin and like not as much hair to them, but this definitely is like a thicker, you know, lots of hair. Beautiful color. I don't know if you can tell. This is like a purple. A lot of the times it looks almost gray, but it's got a couple shades of kind of like a grayish, but yeah, you can see there's purple strands. So again, this is Luminary. I forgot to grab my comb, but so this is the one that you can take and part it however you want. You can give it a right side part, put more hair over here. Or how I had it, and you could take all that amount and put it to the left. Or you can even go ahead and part it kind of more in the middle. It's a little off, but I've got a brush that the end of it is like a long, like straight, skinny end, so you can stick it into the hair and easily pull it over. It makes it a lot easier to do. Right there. So again, free part. You can part any way you want it and do whatever you want with it, pretty much. This one does have more of like a dark brown root to start, and then again it goes into that kind of like gray purple mix. Super gorgeous, really unique. And this one would be a great one with so much hair. You could easily take like half of it and pin it back. I'm going to wear it pinned half back like that. You could go ahead and, you know, style it with this multi-purpose headband that Tiffany has. And this is a great way if you want to like hide a hairline, if you like notice like, ooh, I can kind of see. You could wear it like this, like a sweatband. To, you know, hide that, or just to kind of help. It also kind of helps hold it on. If you're worried about any style that you feel like it's slipping a little bit or having this right here just kind of helps hold it down, you know, so you don't have to worry about it moving. But if you don't have that concern or you don't like that look, you can of course wear it like a regular headband, and then just, you know, make sure you pull some of that down if you notice that like part of the cap is showing, anything like that. You know, there's definitely ways that you can, you know, adjust that or make it look more realistic for you if you feel like it's not quite the way you want it to look. And so you can see a little through there. But that also, if you use foundation, or, you know, you can put a hat on, you can do, I mean, a bunch of different things to be able to fix that. Or if you notice like it shows, maybe the way you have it parted, if it kind of shows some of that cap through, you know, just part it differently, move the hair around a little bit to help kind of cover that up. But I mean, for the most part, you know, as long as someone doesn't already wear wigs, you know, and they're not going to notice. If they do wear them, they might be the type to be like, oh, I noticed that because I have one, you know, I've experienced that. But otherwise, no one's going to know or pay attention to it. So you could even clip this back with the headband on. I love this headband because there's so many ways to wear it, even for fall. This would be a cute look for fall, just wearing it like a little scarf. So yeah, just lots and lots of ways to use this, lots of ways that you can, you know, style your hair, part it how you want. That's one great thing about free parts. You can move it really however you want to move it. It's really, you know, adjustable and great for anyone because you can put it to the right, put it to the left, put it in the middle, you know, kind of crisscross it, not part it if you want. You can also, of course, braid it or style it kind of however. And always remember when you have clips. There's been a few times I've had these clips done in front and then go to pull it off, not thinking, and then, you know, it gets stuck, pulls your cap more. Now I have Bonita. I'm going to quick fix this. That's one thing as well, with the foundation, if you want to apply that to kind of help cover those knots and cover the cap from showing, make sure you make it like your scalp. I mean, you can tell my skin color on my face is darker than my scalp. This is, you know, pretty much pure white straight through. So when you use a foundation, don't use the same exact foundation that you put on your face. Make it a shade or two lighter. That way it just looks more realistic and looks like it's actually, you know, as light as your scalp is. And again, for the cap, you just want to shove your hair all up in there, but then make sure you kind of, you know, use your hands and kind of disperse it around. That way it's not in one big bulge. It's moved, you know, kind of some over to the left, some to the right, some up in the center, and then it won't feel like as big and bulky in the back. And then you could also, I haven't actually done it yet, but you could also braid your hair and then like crisscross it and pin it back to the back of your head. That way it's, you know, kind of more flattened down. But as long as you just kind of push your bump around, move it, kind of disperse it, it'll be completely fine. Again, so this one is Bonita. This was a Style Me that I got from Tiffany. Now this one has all open wefting on the cap, but then that big section of the lace parting space. And then this one also has the band. The security band is just, you know, something to put on to kind of help it hold to the back of your head a little bit better, you know, especially if you're not using the clips, because I mean, even though there's clips in here, you don't have to use them. Of course, you know, if you don't have hair or real short hair, you're not going to be able to use the clips really anyways. So sometimes having that extra strap is just nice to be able to help hold it in better. And again, I think these free parting space ones, their caps really seem like they definitely could fit a bigger size. I have so much space, I feel. You know, it's, you can see I can like easily lift this and still have plenty of room. Whereas like on that first one, Gratified, I didn't really have that space. So this is Bonita. It's kind of like a gingery, and you can see, of course, I think almost every single one of Tiffany's styles does not just have like one solid color. They almost all have, you know, there's like at least a couple shades in here. And again, they're all, you know, long, straight. You can do a lot with it. You can curl this if you want to. You can use a curling iron. Start really low. Keep it at like 280 if you can, 300. Do not go past 350. They all say on the website they're heat resistant up to 350. So I definitely would not try to use anything less than that. I mean more than that, sorry. I wouldn't use anything more than 350. I would use less for sure. I know Gina, one of the affiliates, she says she can use a little bit of heat to straighten, I think the ends, and she just keeps it about 280. So now see, this one is one that I do see, you know, the cap more. But again, that's just something that you have to deal with on a few of these styles. It's just the way the lace is with all that free parting space. You know, you can move it so many ways, so you're gonna see sometimes through that. But all you have to do, like I said, is just put foundation, or there's even like a tinted lace spray that you can spray onto it. Or again, you can just take a hat or a headband, whatever you want to cover that up. So wear a hat out with it, and then you could still even pin it back, or you could put, you know, it back into here with a ponytail easily. So there's definitely ways, you know, that you can cover that if you notice. But again, a lot of times, even if you're out and about, people aren't really going to notice or pay attention to that. If you feel really self-conscious, though, there are definitely ways that you can, you know, cover it up with that, or with a headband. You know, of course, there's all different things. I'm trying to think. There was also, I just read a tip recently. Oh, instead of foundation, you can also use like a translucent powder. That way it's already kind of more white, and it's not, well, you know, of course, if you are shaded like I am, otherwise you would need, you know, a darker foundation to match your skin tone. I feel like there was something else, but so again, just, you know, find a headband or one of these head wraps, put that on. It covers it up just fine. And then, you know, you can still pin it, or these kinds, because they're not 360s, you can still put them in a ponytail, but you're not going to be able to put it way up high and have all of this showing, because that will pull up a little bit, or it'll be more visible, you know, like people would just be able to notice easier if you have your hair all the way up and you don't have the 360. So put it in a ponytail or a bun, just keep it lower. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Okay, the cap as well. That's another thing that can help with certain styles. If you're noticing all of those like knots and you're noticing the cap or the lace, just take a different color cap. So sometimes switching it, and instead of trying like the black cap, you know, they have like the more tan colors. So you could give that a try and see if that helps kind of blend it in better. I'll try it real quick, but I haven't actually tried this one before. I just opened this. Oops. Forgot about the security strap. You can still notice it, but again, just the more you kind of play around and, you know, get it kind of parted how you want, just play around with it. Try different colored caps, or again, just try a little bit of foundation. You could actually go right here, right into where you see it, and just with a small brush, just kind of lightly brush on that foundation, and then just kind of brush it out of your hair. And that helps. Or you can try to go ahead and do it from the underside of the cap. I believe the tinted lace spray, you do it from underneath the cap. But yeah, just different options to help cover things if you want. Sorry guys, almost knocked you down. This next one is Cupcake. Now this is like a blonde with pink. And the mesh got stuck in my button. Just leave that for now. So this cap is similar to the last one. Oh no, okay, it's similar. It's more similar to the sorry, not the last one, the Luminary. It's got some of that like mesh, and then still some open wefts, and then all of that lace, and then no strap like Bonita has. But again, all that parting space. Not sure how well you can see the pink. But this definitely has pink to it. It's just sometimes hard to see through the camera, but it's you know, blonde, and then there's like just kind of subtle pink highlights throughout. Now Cupcake and Luminary, the purplish one, these are sister styles. So when you see on the website, when you look at a certain wig, down in the description, it'll sometimes say similar to this style, and you can click right on that other style and be taken to that page. So that way you can easily look between the different basically like sister styles. You can look at them and see like which one you prefer, you know, which color you like better. Sometimes it says similar to this and maybe it's shorter, or you know, same type of idea but something's different with it. I know there's a couple, Justice is one that has 3 tones. I'm not sure if that one says it, or there's other sisters to her as well, like Tickled. So one of those ends up saying also similar to Nitro. So you'd think that Nitro would have those 3 tones, but it actually doesn't. It's 2 and it's shorter, but it's still the same idea and the same type of, you know, like multiple toned type of wig. So it says that it's similar to it, but it's not going to be exactly the same. Now with these two, with Cupcake and Luminary, they're like exactly the same. The cap's the same, the length, like the thickness of it, these are, you know, exactly the same, just different colors. And this one is closer to a black, but it's like a soft black. But again, you can, you know, part it how you want. Put it to the right. Or, you know, all of this over here to the left. Or more in the middle. And then again, with the length of it, you know, you have so many options that you can do to style it. You know, clip it half back, or, you know, put it in that low ponytail or low bun, whatever you want to do. You know, wear a hat, wear a headband. So many different options. So, you know, don't feel like you have to put it on and like however it falls to when you first put it on. Don't feel like, oh, now, you know, I don't like that, that's how I have to wear it. No, you can part it however you want, move it around, play with it, take a wig brush and, you know, move it over, brush it how you want, and again, style it however you want. I mean, you could put braids in this, you could do anything. Now this, I just, typically when I get my wigs, I kind of just quick cut it off, the lace, and then I put it right on and I wear it. But for some of these, I do need to go back and cut a little bit, because you want to make it for your hairline. So just quick cutting it doesn't always work. You know, you do need to kind of go back around, maybe make it kind of go back a little bit if you have, you know, the way your hair sits. It just depends. So, or, you know, like, yeah, see, because it's on that side too. So I think I definitely need to cut back a little bit of the lace. And then also, you know, wearing a different cap color can help. Just, there's all sorts of different options that you have. So again, this one is Cupcake. I've got one more to show you real quick. Jupiter V2. Go ahead and put the dark cap back on. I believe Jupiter V2 has more of the black root as well. Yeah, that's definitely more of a black at the top. And then this one, honestly, it's hard to even describe the color. There's several shades. There's like purple, there's almost some red, and then this other kind of like magenta-ish color. But yeah, you can see there's like at least 3 different strands. Okay, and then this cap, yep, same pretty much as Cupcake and Luminary. It's got the open wefting and then almost that kind of like mesh. And this one has a little bit of a smaller parting space, it looks like. It goes back further, but it doesn't go like quite as wide. But now this one, I absolutely love the color. Again, because it's got, you know, all those different shades. Super gorgeous. But this cap, I noticed, does show a lot more. So this is one I definitely think I'm going to go ahead and try to get that tinted lace spray. And try and cover that a little bit better, because it definitely shows more than I would like. But again, maybe, you know, switching the cap around, it might not be as noticeable. But yeah, this is just one that I would go ahead and get that tinted lace spray. I believe I tried makeup one time and it still wasn't quite covering it the way I wanted. But again, it could just be one that, you know, you try a hat on with. Now this one is the actual ponytail cap. I think I made it sound last time I showed the camo one that it was too. And I mean, you can, of course, still, you know, undo the Velcro and put it around it. But this actually was just the regular baseball cap. Whereas this one is the actual ponytail one. Pony flow is what it says on the tag. And you can see it kind of comes up here wider. So you have more space for that ponytail. I don't have a hair tie, but... So if you want to take and put this up, and then take your hat and put it right around your ponytail, and then Velcro so that it holds it better. Hold on, this hat isn't wanting to go on. I need it looser. So again, then you can have, you know, your ponytail through there, but then you can still have a hat on and then cover up, you know, if the hairline or some of the part is kind of showing and you don't like that, just cover it right up with a hat. And these ponytail hats, you know, are super cute. She's got a bunch of them now on the website, a bunch of different colors and styles. There's actually some that have like a crisscross pattern in the back, so you can even style it, you know, differently through that one too. But yeah, just lots of different options. Also with this wig, Jupiter V2 is the name, so there is a shorter one, Jupiter. I think that one's kind of more maybe here. But this one is actually softer and smoother than Cupcake and Luminary. Those ones are pretty thick. I mean, they're still soft, but they have like a thicker texture to it, whereas this one doesn't have that. This is more of that soft, like, you know, real easy to run your finger through, real silky. And again, I mean, the other two, you know, aren't bad at all. They still, you can still run your fingers through them. They're still good. They just are thicker of a texture. So, but okay, that's all for today. I just wanted to show you real quick some straight styles. I'm probably going to come back next week with some of my long and curly styles. And then after that, I will do some short ones. So, I also do have a box coming, I believe Route told me Saturday, so possibly this weekend I can do another unboxing. It's a smaller one. I believe it was just one wig and just a few little things off the site, but I'll do an unboxing for that, and again, I'll be back Wednesday for another Wig Wednesday. So thanks for watching. If you ever have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll definitely get back to you. I can get you into our wig group. We have a group for Styles by Soma, exclusive insiders, and tons of people post pictures of themselves wearing their wigs. They post questions, they post tips, all sorts of different things. So I could definitely comment the link for that if you would like it. Just let me know. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.